Hey Set for Set Warriors, it's Coach Paulina, and today I'm taking you through a glute loop lower body warm-up routine. For today's warm-up routine, we have 4 total exercises, which we will repeat for 3 total rounds. So let's go ahead and get started. Your first exercise is a lateral banded walk. We're going to place that band right above the knees. You're going to step out into a squat stance. From here, hinge your hips back, brace through the knees, and now add a little bit of tension onto that band, so you're going to push slightly outwards. We're going to step one foot out to the side with control, feeling that lateral glute, and then stepping back to center. So think of keeping control, bracing through your core, and try not to sway back and forth as we go into your lateral step. Go ahead and give me 10 total. Once you've reached 10, we're going to take it back to our spot, switching to the opposite leg. Go ahead and switch sides for 10. Feeling those lateral glutes really start to engage. Keep bracing through the knees. Tension on the band the whole time. Nice work. Once you've hit 10 on each side, we're going to go into a monster walk. So instead of stepping from side to side, now we're going to step forwards and backwards on a diagonal. Once again, shifting your hips slightly back, bracing through the knees. My right foot is going to step out on a diagonal. So think of lunging forward, but slightly on a 45-degree angle from the hip. So as I step out into that 45-degree angle, I push all my weight into that right foot, and then slowly bring the left foot back into this braced position, and now switch legs. Left foot forward into the monster position, and alternate. So taking smaller steps here, and then building up to maybe taking a bigger step once you can feel that resistance for 10 total. Bracing through that core, feeling those glutes. Once you've hit 10 coming forward, let's take it backwards. So placing the ball of your foot first onto the ground, then shifting onto the heel, to then stepping center with your opposite leg. Ball, heel, center, ball, heel, center. Now, all of a sudden, you might start to feel glute max, this big glute muscle in the back start to activate. That's exactly what we want to start feeling. You're really kicking out your leg, once again, at that 45-degree angle. Nice work. Once you've hit 10 in each direction, we're going to move on to a squat pulse. So your squat stance is actually going to be a little bit more narrow in this position. So feet are about shoulder distance apart. And at the bottom of your squat, we're going to open, so abduct your legs out to the side, bring it center, and then stand right back up. So we're going to squat. From here, abduct, so push your knees outwards, take them back to center, and stand. Cool. Let's go ahead and just do 10. Inhale down, exhale push, and stand. So if you watch closely, I'm also pushing my feet to the outer arches, just so I can get a little bit deeper into the range of motion of my abduction, pushing away. That's okay if your heels, well, your inner arches come up, because that just shows me that you're going for that deeper range of motion. Once again, we are pushing to feel that lateral glute as we go into the range. Good. Almost there, we're just doing 10. About 2 more. Tight core, last one. And stand. Good. Last but not least, final exercise of your warm-up. Before we repeat everything, we're going to go down on the ground, fully lie back into a bridge position. And let's separate your feet just a little bit wider. So taking one big step out to the sides. Great resistance on that band, so I want you to push that band apart slightly. And now from here, I want you to tuck your rib cage to your hips, we're creating this strong, hollow vessel as we come into the hip bridge position. Hands can stay on the ground, keep your arms straight. So from here, push through your feet, exhale into your bridge position, then come back down and just tap down. Try not to fully relax at the bottom. Really the goal here is to keep resistance throughout your hip bridge. So let's just shoot for 10, nice and controlled. Exhale up, inhale down. 2 more. And recover. Good. Before you make it up, make sure that you're not feeling this exercise in your low back and that you're just solely feeling it in the glutes and a little bit of hamstrings as well. So a trick, if you are feeling it in the low back, you might be over and hyperextending at the top of your bridge position. So I want to challenge you. So just go up until that range where it feels like, okay, great, I feel it in my glutes, not so much my back. And then eventually maybe we can start working towards a little bit greater of a range of motion for your hip bridge. So try not to over exaggerate this exercise. Go just up until you feel that activation of the glutes. So really push through the ground and push that band outwards. Nice work. We can keep the band on and let's go back into your lateral walks. Feel free to start with your opposite side first, just so we can balance out the right and the left. So hinge, push through the band, and let's go for 10. Ideally with your warm-up, we don't want to be resting too much. We want to be challenging those muscles, engaging them consistently, so they're prepared and ready to work for your workout. Boom, side to side. I'm already starting to get tired a little bit, so feel free to slow down if you start to feel tired. Good, standing nice and tall, feeling that stretch. Next up, monster walk. Let's go forward for 10. 45-degree angle, stepping to center. Bracing through that belly. You can use your arms too to kind of just help you out. Keep pushing through that band. Good. Let's make it to the back. Remember, this is a 45-degree reach. We're using your glute max. So you're going to feel those big butt muscles working. Good. So your front foot is stabilizing as your back leg kicks back. You got this. If you need to shorten up your steps, go ahead and do so. Nice work. Next up, we're going to go into that squat pulse. Another name for this is just squat to abduction out to the side. So remember, we get into that squat stance. Feet can be a little bit more narrow because ultimately when we abduct, we can flip to our feet on the outsides so we can get a deeper range. Ready for 10, inhale down, exhale push. Good, if you feel your quads, that's normal, we're doing squats. Abduction outside of the glutes. Yes, good, go at your own pace here. Really work those glutes. About 2 more. Standing tall, shake it out. Let's make it to the ground. Hip bridge. Feet are a little bit wider, slightly tucking those hips, keeping the rib cage down. Everything is super tight here. Ready for 10, exhale, lift. Woo. That is 10, good. Slowly roll up, shake it out. I know this is tough, so we're approaching that 3rd round. Let's try not to take too long of a recovery. Let's jump right back into it. This is your final final set for your warm-up. Hinge and bend through those knees. Feel that brace. Feeling all this warmth within the hips, within the glutes and legs. My core also feels like it's getting a workout. Good, switching sides. Holy burn. There we go. If you need to slow down, go ahead and do so, just control it. Good. Whew. Shake it out before we go into that monster. Feet are about shoulder to hip distance apart. Remember, we're stepping out 45 degrees. Final set, let's go. Deep glute burn. You got this. Good, if you can push your range of motion, maybe take bigger steps. Good, let's reverse, reverse. 45. Good, really kick back at that 45-degree angle, feeling the backside really work. Nice work, good, let's make it to those squats. Let's shake it out for just a second. Ready for 10, you got this. You got it. Whew. That burn. Whew. 5 more, just about. Yes. Finishing off strong. Whew. Shake out those legs. Let's make it down. Final set of hip bridge. Separate those feet. Make sure you're pushing through the heels as well as the rest of the foot evenly. Ready? Let's go. Push against that band. About 5 more to go. Woo. Nice work. So, I hope you are feeling warmed up and ready to go for your workout. That was your lower body banded warm-up for today. Great work, and I'll see you next time.